Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Yet another video. Infamous here. Just wanted to go over a couple of things, just like my other videos. I talk a lot, so this is going to be no different from the normal. But just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of confidence out there. I know some of you guys probably already purchased your new bike, and you're probably a little worried about, you know, breaking the bike, working on the bike, stuff like that. You don't have to be too worried about it, honestly. I mean, it's a brand new vehicle, and I know there's, you know, working at the service department, a lot of people are scared. They're afraid to break their baby, you know, everybody. And, you know, same feelings go for just about everything, any type of property or anything like that. Everybody's kind of afraid to break their investment. And honestly, I mean, if you're really terrified, I honestly, if you've seen all my videos, I always recommend, you know, giving it a try. Honestly, the only things that I believe, if you're absolutely afraid or, you know, you're worried, especially when it comes to the ABS, that's probably the only thing I would say, you know what, if you're really worried about it, then you could just take it to the dealership, have them do it for you. I've seen Biking Bird, he actually did that himself. I believe he put some bars on his bike, and instead of messing with the brake fluid, he actually took it to the dealership and he had them do it for him. But just like everything I had mentioned in all my videos, get comfortable with the bike. If you're really worried about it, honestly, get yourself a service manual. That will give you a little bit more confidence. And watch these YouTube videos. You can do it! Watch plenty of YouTube videos. Get yourself, give yourself a plan, some kind of a guide, you know. That way you know what to look at and what to look for. You're not going in there blind. I have plenty of videos, and I always respond to comments. You could also message me on Instagram. I'm also on there on Instagram, Infamous Creep. You could also message me there. I'm also responding to comments as well over there too. So you know what, I strongly recommend for anybody to work on their bike. I mean, look at my videos. I don't have a garage. I don't have a fancy motorcycle lift. I don't have fancy power tools. There's a few specialty tools, but I already made a video on that. Anybody can do this. I don't have a lot of experience on working on bikes. I've had maybe 2 or 3 different builds, and I guess having a little bit of that gave me a little bit more confidence. But I was really worried about you know, doing the risers on my bike, honestly, and having the ABS on the model. It's, you know, that's another hurdle, another challenge, honestly, to be dealing with the ABS, and then knowing all the potential problems you could run into with an ABS, such as, you know, your brakes locking up, or, you know, having air, that causing a problem with the sensor. You know what, you guys could even look at that playlist. I have a whole playlist on the risers. So and I know it's scary to kind of think that you're going to be, you know, taking stuff off the bike, and it looks a little scary once you know, take off the gas tank and you take off the handlebars, and everything looks a little hectic. You have wires everywhere.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
But you know what, just take it one step at a time. Photograph wires, you know, stuff that you're not too sure. And if you look at my videos, I also give a few tips on making sure you put the correct wires in, and you also make sure that you label stuff. And you know what, and you just take steps, take photographs, take a lot of pictures, and give yourself that guide. You know, it's a map. You watch the YouTube videos, and you have the service manual, and then you have the photos. You know, just pull out your phone and take a picture, or, you know, or organize your bolts with Ziploc bags, you know, and don't put measurements of the bolts. Just write it down, what it is. If it's for your saddlebags or your struts, or for your risers, or, you know, just put it keep yourself organized, have everything well organized, because it'll make it a whole lot more easier. I remember a couple times where, because of my work area, it's not the greatest. You know, if you see my videos, I work basically on half concrete and half dirt. Sometimes washers and bolts, they'll roll over and fall into cracks, and by the time I'm looking for stuff, I'm just more frustrated. I spend more time looking for stuff than actually working on the bike, and that's one thing I would also, you know, give you guys a tip on would be just getting yourself organized while you're working. Have yourself a nice clean working area and document and photograph everything so you know how to put stuff back together. You don't have extra bolts or extra nuts. You know what I'm saying? You never want to have extra bolts or extra nuts.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
You can buy yourself the tools for a whole lot cheaper than what they're going to be charging you at a repair shop or at a dealership. Dealerships, you know, they'll charge you a whole lot more. And if you've seen all my videos, you know, I always kind of say the same thing. You know, the tools will cost you maybe less. The specialty tools, even the needle nose pliers, the snap ring pliers. You know, these tools, you might only use them one time, but you'll still save money because you're doing it yourself. You're not paying somebody else to do it, and you still have a little bit of money left over. And who knows, maybe you might have another project down the road where you might have to use that snap ring pliers again, or maybe you decide, you know, something doesn't fit right with your build and you want to do something else, you want to change it, and you have that specialty tool that'll allow you to go ahead and make that change and just make the altercation without having to worry about having the tools ready or having the proper tools at arm's reach. You don't have to worry about that stuff. And you know what? There's a lot of people. What they honestly do is they actually, you know, use it once and then they return it. I mean, that's the amazing thing about Amazon. You could use these tools and claim them. You know what? I don't need them anymore or whatnot, and you send them back. And as I said in all my videos, familiarize with your motorcycle, get comfortable with the motorcycle, and as I mentioned in my other videos, if you're not into wrenching on your bike or, you know, modifying it, you're not that type of owner, and you're the type of owner that just wants to ride it and enjoy it and not deal with the headaches of, you know, did I put this on right? Why is this loose? Why is this vibrating? Is this my installation, or is this me, or is this the bike? Yeah, there's always something kind of like that. But you know what? If you're on the fence and you're wondering about it yourself, I strongly recommend, you know, try it. You know, what else are you gonna lose? The seat, the exhaust, these are easy modifications. Foot pegs, the Warrior, the fairing, the installation. I mean, it's almost impossible to break your bike with these modifications. And the only one, if you're 100% not comfortable, I mean, I wasn't comfortable with the brake line, and I was still able to do it with a couple sockets and wrenches and the Mighty Vac. I was able to do it, and this was honestly my first time doing it on a motorcycle with ABS. My first time, no issues. Bike still handles great. The bike handles and performs just as good as when I first picked it up at the dealership. Before I heavily modified the whole bike, and as I said in all my videos, you know, there's how-to videos. There's everywhere. You can watch my videos. You can watch Blockhead's videos. You can watch Biking Birds. Everybody has a video that's going to help you out. And as I said, you can even watch these videos while you're working or wrenching on your bike. That way you kind of follow step by step. You know, everything's there for you guys to. Everything's there for you guys to use to your advantage and to give you a little bit of confidence to work on your bike. So I know the feeling of just being terrified at probably scratching your tank or scratching the paint on your bike or anything like that. But there's tools for everything. There's those bike covers, the fender covers, and if you've seen, like I said, if you've seen my other videos, I actually use towels, microfiber cloths. I use anything at my disposal. I used it. The microfiber cloths, I believe those were a little bit more gentle on the paint. That's why I went out and got myself a little packet of them. You know, they're only about, like, I think $8 at Walmart. They're not even that much. You know what? Don't be scared. Don't be scared, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be scared, homie.
Don't be scared to work on your bike, because eventually there's gonna be a repair down the road, and you guys got to be ready for it. You know, kind of like Karate Kid: wax on, wax off, bolt on, bolt off, bolt on, bolt off. By the time you finish the build, you might be a Jedi Knight, not a master. Master, you know, that takes years. But when you buy the bike, you're a Padawan. Once you're finished putting on a couple components on the bike, you might be a Jedi Knight. So, alright, you guys stay out there, stay safe. Look at this weather, it's perfect. It looks like the fires are finally being contained. So the only other thing I guess we could hope for is for this pandemic to be over soon. But I don't think there's a light at the end of the tunnel anytime soon. So you guys just stay out there, stay safe. Careful out there. Don't listen to the media, man. These guys are trying to get people riled up and scared, and stuff's getting crazy. The media. Careful with the media. Careful what you hear, and don't believe everything you read. All right? Yeah, stay out there, stay safe, suck it natural. Later.